Last week, Jay Wilcox presented the high school football all-area defense. Now, in consultation with local coaches, here is the 2024 CCX All-Area Offense. We start our 2024 offense with a trio of running backs who collectively may be the best we've ever had. Despite missing all of October, Maple Grove's number 21, Charles Lungama, rushed for 1,210 yards and 20 touchdowns, 9 of those coming in the Crimson's 4 playoff wins. Lungama was a 2-year starter and is headed to the University of North Dakota next season. Armstrong's number 1, Kevon Johnson, put up eye-popping numbers for the 10-1 Falcons. The senior ran 245 times for 2,143 yards and 35 touchdowns. Johnson was named Minnesota Player of the Year by the Star Tribune and is a Mr. Football finalist. Number 26, Markel Keaton of Tuchino Grace helped lead the Eagles to the Class 4A Prep Bowl. The senior ran for 1,783 yards, averaging over 9 yards per carry with 22 rushing touchdowns. He also caught 26 passes for 215 yards and 3 more TDs. Our quarterbacks include Maple Grove's number 11, Caden Harney. He completed 59% of his passes for 1,578 yards and 16 touchdowns for the Class 6A champion Crimson. Harney also ran for 228 yards and 6 more touchdowns. The 2-year starter is only a junior. Armstrong's number 13, Dawson Franke, finished a great prep career with 1,300 yards passing as a senior and 14 touchdown passes, while also running for 6 TDs. Head coach Jack Negan called Franke the heart of the Falcons team. A deep group of wide receivers is led by Hopkins Jr., number 13, Jaden Moore. The junior caught 94 passers for 921 yards and 10 touchdowns. Moore was named All-District in the Metro Maroon. Park Center's number 1, Ty John Brooks, was named the North Star Maroon District Wide Receiver of the Year. The Pirates team MVP finished with 1,256 all-purpose yards and 12 touchdowns. Brooks is committed to South Dakota State University. Number 5, Cooper Samaje Young was All-District in the North Star East Gold Division. The Hawks team MVP was a big play threat, leading the team in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Young finished the season with 10 total touchdowns. Whiteside number 1, Tony Lay, was a 2-year All-District player in the Metro West. As a senior, Lay snagged 37 passes for 580 yards and 6 touchdowns. He'll play next year at Minnesota Duluth. Providence Academy's number 5, Joe Bergholt, was a jack of all trades this season for the Lions. He led the team in receptions and receiving yards and was second in rushing yards. The Skyway Bronze District MVP, Bergholt also led Providence in several defensive categories. Our tight end is Maple Grove's number 8, Nathan Romatka, who's a good run blocker and pass catcher for the Crimson. The senior caught 14 passes for 233 yards and 4 touchdowns. A 3-year starter, Romatka will play next year at the University of North Dakota. Our offensive line includes Maple Grove's number 57, Michael Wagner. The 6'5", 255-pound senior helped lead a Crimson team that scored 67 offensive touchdowns this season. A 2-year starter, Wagner is also committed to North Dakota. Armstrong's number 55, Luke Pappas, was the District Lineman of the Year in the North Star East Maroon. A tough and physical blocker, Pappas was a 4-year starter for the Falcons to play next year at Minnesota Duluth. Cooper's number 70, Jeremiah Hoskins, was a 4-year starter on the offensive line for the Hawks. A versatile lineman, Hoskins played both guard and tackle and never missed a game in 4 seasons. Number 74, Peter Okafor of Park Center, did not give up a sack in 3 years starting in the O-line for the Pirates. Team Lineman of the Year, Okafor also recorded 8 tackles for loss as a defensive lineman. Maple Grove's number 71, Matthew Peruse, with a dominant tackle for the Crimson, who helped open holes for the team's potent rushing attack. The 6'4", 240-pound junior is already a 2-year starter. Whiteside's number 72, Evan McCarty, was a big force on the Trojans' O-line. A solid blocker in the run and pass games. McCarty next year is headed to South Dakota State University. Finally, our kicker is Maple Grove's number 20, Henry Sievers. The senior converted 68 of 71 extra points this season. His only field goal attempt, a 45-yard make at Minnetonka in Week 8. Sievers was a 2-year starter for the Crimson. And these players had great seasons too. Here are the honorable mention selections for offense. To view the 2024 All-Area Defense, go to our website at ccxmedia.org. For CCX Sports, I'm John Jacobson. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.